guys, it's me. And by the title of this video, you know we're going to make a journal. You guys know I did 10 journals last year, and at the end of the year, I literally whipped out like 4 or 5 of them. I just finished at the same time. So I'm down some journals. I've got a couple going. I just don't have enough, and I'm not wanting to earn what I have going. So for me to be happy with my art, I have journals of every size, from little to big, super big. I was actually thinking about getting that one out, but I was actually went on Amazon. I was starting to look at journals. I actually really enjoyed doing the Delusion 5.5 by 8.5 or whatever it is. That was a good one that I just played with. I didn't care. I just went with my instincts. And I'm like, you know what? I have this. This isn't even. I have more. But these specifically, these two I got in Artist Box subscription, and then $1 at Walmart. It's not the exact size that I was looking at, but this size is a good one, 9 by 12, so you get some nice pages. I'm happy with that. And I'm even more happier because I want to try to find something to use as a cover, because like I said, I just want to put one together. No, just do it. I have a bunch of books covers, and this one I kept specifically because of what was inside of it. I love the inside of this. That's the only reason why I kept this one. And it's going to fit beautifully for this. It's going to give me extra room. I may end up having to cut that out. I don't know. We'll see. But let's get some pages done. I was debating on which one to use. And then I thought about doing 10 pages of each. And that would be some signatures I'd have to really put in there. So that would be 2, 4, 6. That'd be 6 signatures on this little spine. And I don't want to. I want to just use my, I just want to use this crocodile and just punch holes and just go with it. I don't really want to mess around hurting my hand trying to poke through things. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. This is one reason why I haven't done it, because I've just been just so. Anywho, let's get some paper going. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. That's a lot of pages, though. Let's take 5 each and see where that leaves us. Something like that. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really was. I got on Amazon. I'm like, oh, let's do it. I was looking. I was trying to find what I wanted. And I'm not wanting one with wires because I'm just not. I have some of those and I do use them now. It's not a complete no, I'm not gonna. But it is it's just not what I'm looking for right now. And and you can't really argue with your intuition, your arty self. You just kind of go with what's telling you to go with. Because if you don't go with what it's telling you to, that's when you're gonna hit that creative block that everybody talks about. It's one way to do. I don't know if I want to put this in there. It's really weird paper. Is that 1 or 2? It feels like 2 pieces. I guess it's 1. But it's different. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Make our own little. I like having different. I just don't anymore. For me, I have all kinds of cool books. And I'm all over the place today, guys. All kinds of cool books, old books, or books that I want to use for like a art journal. So, but I need to glue pages together and do all that, and I'm just not having any of that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not. When I sit down to art lately, it just seems like I gotta art. I don't want to sit there and finagle about it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do it. I was actually going to turn the live on with you guys, but that really, for me to do lives with, I have to have the hubs and the older kids and all get off the Wi-Fi, off the internet. Otherwise, for YouTube, it gets choppy if I don't. And I just don't want to deal with all that because, yeah. I know the kids will do it because I am mom and mom rules. But that also causes other problems. And dad's home hurts, his back's really bothering him. And yeah, so moving on. I normally only do, I used to do a lot in each signature. I just didn't care. Now though, how I art, I like it not to be too, I was thinking like 3 pages. Because if you get too many in your signatures, what's going to happen is when you go to put it in, you're going to have the edge showing like this, which is no biggie. I kind of like that. But another problem is when you get into them, you're not going to get, this is going to be like really hard to get into if you have too many pages. I don't know how to say it besides that. I don't know if I'm going to go 5 in each signature or have a mixed signature with just a couple on it. I don't know. This is very thick paper. This one is. I mean, super thick. Holy mackerel. It's here. It's like a cardboard. Man. That stuff like cracked. Ooh-wee. That's sick. And see, that one doesn't have a, that just is the Bristol one. It doesn't have a pounds or grams or anything. It's just a 400 series. And it's funny because it says acid-free for finished artwork, dry media. So usually when they say dry, you know, this thing's huge. It could be, you could put a tank on it and it would take it. So I'm curious to see how it reacts with watercolor. Probably not very good, but it's super thick. I'm betting we can have some fun with inks on it. Yeah. This is heavy, heavy, heavy. So this is a way to do a quick journal. If you have paper and a old book cover. Like the first way I made a art journal, I did the book covers. And yeah, it was I learned a lot doing them. I did. Because see, these are extremely thick. There's no way I'm going to be able to put 5 of those together. Because I'll never get I'll never get it through. There is no right or wrong on making a journal, guys. Way one person might like it. They might like, you know, having just two signatures and they just stuff all the pages in there. Other ones might just do three pages per signature and have a bunch of signatures. There is no right way, guys. It's all on what you like. And don't think you have to buy and use the exact same thing everybody else does. You don't have to. And you know what? I probably will still be buying me another journal, another one, because like I said, I have a lot. I like to have a lot of different sizes, so I'll get me one of my 50 or 40% off coupons, and boom, it'll be. Now this stuff's pretty thin. I could probably do all of them in one. It wouldn't really hurt it. No. We'll see, we'll see. There's that one. There's 3. I can do another 3 there. Kind of seeing how. This is pretty thick too. Not as. So I think I'm going to get another one of those to make 2 signatures of 3. And I'll need another one of those to do the same. So that is what we will do. A little more sewing than what I wanted to do, but all ambivalent. And they're going to be simple, like 3 holes. I don't remember the name of the stitch, but simple stitch. Nothing. Anybody can do it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we got those 2. Thinking, should I do 2 signatures of the other? Probably. Where is it? There it is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't feel right with that. We can go ahead and do that. We'll do 3. And I'll get one more of that. So we did 3 signatures, or 2 signatures of 3 on each. So there we go. Okay. Now we're going to see if it's going to be, if I'm going to need to cut it. I'm going to glue that down, and I'm making sure this is going to work before I do anything to it. That's pretty hefty there. Oh, it's actually not bad the way it's sitting. Put them on like that. I'm not for certain, guys. Alright, I'm going to pause, decide on this, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I did decide to stick with it. What I'm going to do is get them in here, the signatures. I'm going to mark where there's, you can kind of see where they're at right here. I'm going to use my China marker where it's on glass, plastic, everything, and make little marks kind of for I can know where to draw the lines to put where I need to glue these signatures at. Otherwise we're gonna have issues because it's a nice snug fit. It's not super but I don't wanna mess it up. So we got one, and that's little there, literally every few. Okay, you can see. Oh, I think we missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 6, but I think that one's over too much. Let's move that one over one more. Well, I suck, guys. I'm trying to make marks. Oh well. So we had, it's 6, and there's 36 pages is what it will equal out to. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 pages, 6 signature. So what we need to do is I'm going to duct tape this whole area. That'll probably be covered up, so I kind of messed myself up yet again, but that's okay. It might not be. Oh, it will be. I am going around it. I have decided I don't love this red at all, so I'm going to do something with that. I don't know yet. Right now I am just getting a journal together, and we'll worry about the rest later. I want to get it sitting right, though. I don't want, oh, come on. I don't want it to be, I didn't want to take up the whole pretty page here. Okay, Okay. And since I am going to cover this, I'm just going to go ahead and put the tape back here. It's extra. I usually do some duct tape on these covers because you never know what's going to happen, and I want it to last and be strong. So I'm going to do this side. Now I'm debating if I should do a cut like that. It could just go like that. That's so pretty. I love it. We're going to pull that up and we're going to put it on there. So we're still going to have the look of it. We're just not going to take it all in. Okay. Open and frying here. I'll go ahead and go like that. Okay, and then, see, now that's going to do that. So what you got to do is take your scissors. Oops, keep bending that down. Go ahead and bend it back down. Because it did come over, so let's go ahead and cut. The page just enough to get the paper up. There we go. There. Okay, I'm going to go right back to doing this. I want it up because otherwise if you do it down, you're going to end up putting it on the base of your book, and that won't be any good either. I'm not loving that right now because it's in the way. Might end up cutting that. I don't know. It's driving me crazy right now though. Okay. Get this going. I'm getting the inevitable, I know. I'm trying here. Okay. Alright, I think I got it. I didn't really use that. I just kind of looked at the middle of it and kind of where it was at and went with it. So, we're here. Now I'm just going to take, I don't want to take that. Where is my ruler? I keep losing my rulers. I think Billy keeps snagging them, truth be told. Let's get real. Just going to bring up the line a little bit more. Let's go up here. I'm just doing this where I can hit usually I don't, but since I have so many signatures, I really need to make sure I space them for I don't have any pages where I'm going to have to rip out because I don't have room when it's all said and done. I don't want that, so that one's kind of close. Alrighty. We shall see. Now, I'm just going to go with these and just poking a hole and moving on with this thing. That's a big one. Is that the bigger? Oh, that's a big one. I think I need a third one on here for smaller ones. I need a piece of paper what I do is take one of the pieces. I'm just going to use one of these thinner ones. Or actually, come on, my fingers aren't working good. I take one of them and I will fold in half. Okay, and then do. Should be able to, yeah, we should be able to do it. We're gonna hit the middle. As much as you can in the middle. Kind of wanted to do it with that. Okay. You know what? We're gonna do it a different way. I don't want to use this because it's gonna make too many holes. It's gonna make a big hole, and I don't want that. Because I don't want to weaken that. So I am gonna actually sew this. Oh boy. Let me grab it. All right, guys. So I got the template, and I stuck it inside here. Oh no, I didn't. There it is. Telling you guys, threw me off. I was hoping not to do it this way. They're just 3 pages, so you really don't need to. I do it on the side for I don't tear up any books. And you get an awl or a pokey tool. And go to town. I do one in the middle, one at the end, on each end, and that's it. See, just like that. Now I can use this. We'll say this is the first one. And you're gonna want to put some lines where you want them to stay in. That looks good. Where is? I'm just gonna put it on top. That can be, if you wipe it off enough, it'll wipe off of the Sharpie wear and tear, but you shouldn't be able to see it when I'm done. So, alright, so I have my, I'm going to, I never used to poke my holes. I would just sit it down and go with it. But if you don't do it this way, it hurts my hands too much to do it a different way, and that's just it right there in a handbag. Right there in a handbag. Then you got your holes. Should be easier for you. Got your thing. You're gonna need some string. I use this long needle. It's real flimsy, but it's long, so it's easy to get to maneuver, at least in my opinion. Okay, one of the things I do is put something on the end here to keep it from pulling through. I don't know if I got enough string. I may have messed myself up there. We'll see. Maybe. Man, I'm all over the place, guys. This is not what I was thinking I was going to be doing today. But, you know, it happens. I'm going to come at it at the back way because that's where I want to tie it. If you want to tie it inside the book, then start inside, not outside. Put it on. Go up. Put it in. Go out, down. Okay. Go in. That's why I like this, because it's a nice long needle. I can, especially when you got, oh come on, why are you not going in there? There we go. And that kept that from going in there, so yay. What, buddy? No, you've had enough stuff today. Okay, so here's that. I'm going to bring it through. Okay, now we're going to go through the middle, right? Right back through the middle. And you're going to come up on the side of the string. Okay, so you have one on one side, one on the other, and that just came undone. So, see how you have it? Pretty easy like that. Okay, we're going to pull, and that'll keep it from going through. Easy peasy. Okay, there we go. Alright guys, I am not going to do this whole thing with you, because that would be time consuming, and yeah. Who wants to sit there for 6 signatures that are going to be the same way? I will record it, or no, I'll catch you in a minute.
Can I eat this?
Alright guys, I started this a little after 7, and it is now a little after 8. And that was with stops for taking care of Mr. Bentley and things, so pretty good. Sewed in 6 signatures. You guys see me sew the one in. I did end up taking this page off because it just kept bugging me, so I just cut it off. No biggie, it works. So here we go. We've got signatures, and see how it lays. The one thing I do have problems with my journals when I do these is this part here, because sometimes I like to make a big spread. If that bothers you and you want to do big spreads, just take a piece of paper like that and you put it in there and you glue it on there and you make it one you can't tell. So you can put little pieces in there, like such as this. Take like the corner of it, put it in there like that, cut it off like right to there, and it'll just look like one flowy picture. If that bothers you, or if you're wanting to do one and whatnot, or you can put masking tape between them. So they lay really well. I like how they lay. I did mess up on one of the, if you can see, I have one sticking up a little bit, so they're not all the same size. That doesn't bother me. That's just my journal. No big deal at all. If I really wanted to, I could take it out, put some more holes in it, and fix it. But I don't know. It's fine for me. I'm not that now that I keep looking at it, it's going to bug me. Anyways, we're going to leave it. But if I wanted to, I could easily cut the strings, pull them out, and redo it. It's no big deal. There you go, guys. You can decorate your cupboards. You can add a clasp, something to tie. I will do that next part because I don't want to make these too long. So here's to a quick, easy journal maker.